Sometimes the journey doesn't move forward, it pauses, suspense. Not because you are lost, but because someone else is. In the stillness of deep water, she opened her eyes and found not herself, but another, Tangled, breathing barely, silent but pleading, a creature, delicate and strange, with soft gills like stars unfolding, and axolotl, caught in a net of transparent streets, woven by nothing and no one, just the ocean itself, sometimes waves traps. She did not hesitate. Her hands moved first, the mind followed later, because sometimes the soul remembers before the body speaks. To help is not to save, to help is to witness, to show up, to untangle a thread gently, without pulling yourself apart. You are not a rescuer, you are the reminder that freedom exists, even under pressure, even underwater, even when no one is watching. Some people, some creatures appear in our lives not to be saved, but to wake us up, to show us the net in ourselves. Sometimes the ones who bring the most confusion into our lives are not villains in a story, but messengers wrapped in shadows. They arrive quietly, unexpectedly, mirrors not of who we are, but of what still needs healing. We call them friends, lovers, kids, only to find ourselves entangled in pain, misunderstanding, or betrayal. But even this is not without meaning. Some people are not meant to stay. They pass through our world like storms, tearing, shaking, exposing the fractures we thought were hidden. And as much as we wish for clarity, for love, for fairness, their presence gives us something else entirely. A lesson, a reflection, a silent signal that something inside us still trembles. They do not always hurt us because of who we are, but because of what we haven't yet let go of. And this is hard. It's hard to hold space for love and wisdom in the same breath as grief and disappointment. But perhaps they come not to teach us who they are, but to teach us who we are not, to show us the threads we still hold on to, fear, doubt, the need to be needed. And so, even as we untangle ourselves from their presence, from the memories and the what it from the memories, we can choose not to carry the bitterness. We can choose to bless the wound with light, not because they deserve it, but because we do. We deserve peace more than we deserve answers. And in time, we'll find that they were never really part of the past, just the force that turned us toward it. We meet them for a moment, we offer a breath, and we keep going. Because help should never become sacrifice. You are not meant to sing for someone else, not when you only just learned how to float. The ocean is full of hands reaching out, but not all of them reach to be held. Some reach to be pulled, some reach to pull down. That's why your own breath must come first. I think of the nets we carry, expectations, guilt, kindness with too many conditions. Sometimes the net is invisible until we move through it. Sometimes it catches more than just us. And still, helping someone untangle can be an act of healing, not just for them, but for the part of you that once was trapped. In this drawing, I focused on the thread, fine and chaotic, and the axolotl, gentle, alert alien. I imagine the softness of their skin, the way their body floats weightlessly. Their expression seems calm, not afraid, just still. There is something quiet in their eyes, almost too quiet, as if they've been waiting. But for what, it's hard to tell. Perhaps not every net is an accident. Perhaps not every gaze is as gentle as it seems. Still, she reached out. Not because she trusted, but because she chose to be kind. The illustration took 1.5 hours, dot by dot, line by line. I used different pens to show the contrast. Sharp lines for the net, soft ones for her arms, tiny ones for the details. I often feel this moment while drawing, when the hand untangles the thought before the mind catches up. It's quiet, it's sacred. Let this be a small reminder. You are allowed to help. You are allowed not to help. You are allowed to be both the hand and the one held. And you don't need to stay in the net to prove you care. You do not have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. This is part of 4 of Sirena Universum, a hand-drawn illustration series created during Mermaid. Each mermaid is a reflection, each story is a ripple. Thank you for being here. Breathe, float.